Recently, there has been a hashtag going around called Revive the Godzilla Community, and I've got to say, I agree with it a lot because, as you guys know, there's been a recent lack in, Godzilla fan-driven projects. I've been noticing over the years how, more longer form Godzilla fan films have kind of fallen off on the popularity rating because, there's not a lot of interest in them, mostly because of, the changing algorithm. But first of all, I want to introduce Godzilla 621, who is a prominent figure in Godzilla fan filmmaking, making a video last week, actually, very recently, about the recent lack of fan-driven projects for Godzilla he's been seeing, and what many of others have been seeing as well. Now, this is kind of a hard thing to explain because, if you think about the Godzilla community, it's kind of thriving right now, we got Monarch Legacy of Monsters coming out next year, we got Godzilla X Kong Supernova, we got Godzilla -Zero coming out, we got all these big events coming out, the Godzilla anime, we got a lot of stuff for Godzilla coming out. But there has been a lack of Godzilla fan stuff. I'm talking fan films, stop motions, longer form stuff. It's not as prevalent as, let's say, the 2016 to 2017 era. We're not seeing Godzilla fan films being really popular and being really hyped. So Godzilla 621, if you know this YouTuber, he's made a lot of big projects. One of which being that really big film Godzilla Apex, which I recommend you guys should all definitely check out. Godzilla Apex is such a good film. Probably one of the best Godzilla fan films I've ever seen made. And I've made Godzilla fan films in the past as well. Just from scratch, from literal just picking up my NECA Godzilla figures. And if we remember, NECA collabed with Godzilla. Those are good times. But yeah, pick up a Godzilla figure and make a quick set and just record something, right? I think that's what a lot of people nowadays really don't think about. Fan fiction, Godzilla fan fiction. It's been a big lack nowadays. And of course we have these projects, right, for from Toho and official stuff Legendary, but we haven't been seeing a lot of fan stuff. We're not following Godzilla 621's next film or anything. But so I really think in order for us to get out of that hiatus, we do need to make and start picking up cameras to actually, create Godzilla films ourselves and take part in the fandom, take part in why we love Godzilla in the first place. So, I'm also trying to make a fan film. I've been starting to film some stuff recently, and I'm actually planning some future projects, which I will talk about later, that I'm actually starting to record right now, because I haven't really made a formal Godzilla fan film in a long time, so still trying to get used to the camera angles and stuff. But yeah, if my recommendation to you guys is just to pick up the camera. There's been a huge change in the algorithm in general in the past years, especially the 2020 era where shorts became a big thing, and that's kind of part of the reason, short form content has been a huge thing. But I would say, just as Godzilla quoting on top of Godzilla 621's video, I would say just, take advantage of that. Start making short form Godzilla stuff. No matter what it is, pick up your Godzilla figures, make a Godzilla figure, do something. I remember I've seen so many YouTubers that used to make these fan-made Godzilla figures, these paper Godzilla figures. And that was a really peak era. I want that back. So, that's really all I gotta say. Put your stuff out there. YouTube is a great tool for this. You don't have to be a professional yet. But if you want to become a professional one day, you gotta start somewhere, and YouTube is basically the tool to start somewhere. And I know YouTube has been very, not kind to small creators. Take advantage of shorts. Promote your stuff. Don't really care. As long as you get some kind of viewership or some kind of collaboration, I guess you could say. Put your stuff out there. Hope that someone sees it and, promote it. There's a lot of other websites where you can go and interact with Godzilla fans and just tell them about your stuff, Anyway, yeah, that's all I gotta really say, and hashtag revive the Godzilla community, guys.